I'm here with Sandro at Palo Cortado, who is going to show us how they prepare a plate of jamon. And before you do that, tell me what it is you guys are doing that's special with the jamon.
We're getting a jamon iberico that's aged 24 months from Salamanca. So the jamon is a Iberian black pig, feeds mostly on acorn, so the diet is mostly acorn wheat grain. And we keep it here and slice it per order the traditional way, so hand sliced, no use of any machine, just with a flexible sharp blade that will go through.
And I love the jamon here because you're not trying to make it paper thin. What are you thinking about the way that you slice your jamon?
It's very sweet, very flavorful jamon. You want to chew on it. You want to get real flavor to coat all your palate. So by doing that, we're keeping all the oils, all the fat, and you have something that's more substantial to chew on.
All right. Will you show us how you make a plate?
Sure. We keep a little cap here, so the fat keeps the top part pretty moist. We don't want to trim too much fat out because the fat is the delicious part in this jamon iberico. We try to slice it on a thin line, on a straight line, so it doesn't create that much of a curve. And the shards are going to come out in this. So try to put the blade firm on the jamon and just slice nicely too. And there you have nice shard. I'll go on a plate. And we'll keep doing this in the same way, trying to keep the blade flexible. So not paper thin, but just a nice chunk. And we keep going where we see that it's creating a little more tension, and we can keep going. We like the fat over there, we don't like to trim that off. And once in a while you can go a little bit on the side to trim the excess skin.
Do you find that the ham tastes different from different parts of the leg?
It does. There's a different taste closer to the bone, and there's a lighter, more sugary kind of flavor as you cut it from the top. It's important to just have it this color. It's nice, it's fleshy, it's fresh, it feels fresh. It gets really dark in contact with oxygen, so you'll know if the ham's been out a while when you get color. It gets a little darker red.
And which sherries do you personally prefer to have with jamon? Do you like the Fino style sherries, or do you prefer the brown sherries?
Because I wanted to experiment myself and went through a little tasting of jamon and sherry, and surprisingly enough, the pairing that worked best was the one that seemed the least interesting. So I discovered that Fino does work great with jamon.
I was going to say I would drink a brown sherry.
That was my initial thought, but the jamon is particular. It is very sweet, but it also has that salt in it. It's also meat, so the meat can bring out a lot of metallic taste if you pair the wrong wine. But the Fino doesn't really interfere with the jamon.